What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the AM, guys. Welcome back to 5 Minute Rants. I'm your host, Michael Abernathy, and welcome back to the show predicated on the journey of life and business. Hey, guys, real quick, if you know somebody whose life would be better by sharing the show with them, or by listening to the show, would you share the show with them and partner with me in changing some lives? I appreciate that. So the past couple episodes I've really talked about customer experience, and so I actually want to talk about why most of us in business have a hard time creating a good customer experience. And the key word is selfishness. Here's the thing. We are often very selfish as people, right? And if you think about it, oftentimes we grow up as kids being selfish, and we don't seem to come out of that without actually recognizing that we are. So here's the thing. Change occurs in your life when you recognize that there's something that you either want to change or needs to change, right? So a need to change is, wow, this is detrimental to me. This is hurting my life. It is not adding to my life. It is causing pain and problems in my life, okay? So that would be I need to change this. I want to change is, okay, I'm here. I'm doing pretty good. This isn't a bad area of my life, but it's definitely something that needs work on, and I would like to be this type of person. Right? Like, I'm not always on time, but I'm pretty faithful. Like, I got a 50% show up rate. This is an example. 50% show up rate. I want to really be seen as somebody who shows up on time and values other people's time. I'm going to work on this now. Both of those require realization, recognizing that there's something that you either want to change or need to change, okay? And this is where most change comes from. You have to recognize it. You have to be conscious or aware of it. Oftentimes, we don't see ourselves as selfish. For whatever reason, we really, as people, like to ignore bad things. And I'm air quoting bad things, wrong things. We like to ignore those and focus on the stuff that makes us feel happy and good. Here's the thing. You're in charge of what you feel, right? You have externalization, which blames everything outside of you for all your problems, and you try and control your environment to make you happy, versus, oh, I'm at fault for not being happy. I'm at fault for not being in peace, right? Like if you think about going into a test you really worked hard and studied hard for, you don't feel nervous or anxious. You did your work up front. And so there's peace and calm versus, oh no, I totally forgot, didn't study, you stayed up all night and you're anxious and worried about it. The test didn't make you anxious or worried. The work you did prior to taking the test and your responsibility to show up and be the person you said you would be is what opened the door to anxiousness or not. Interesting, right? So I'm saying all that because oftentimes we don't realize how selfish we are. And it's very easy to get caught up in selfishness in a company, especially when you're starting out. It's very easy when you're starting out because there's a couple things. You need money to start out, and you're not going to raise funds immediately out of the gate if you're going that route, or you are not going to have revenue coming in the door if you're going that route either. So you need money to get going. So what do you want? Money, right? It's very easy to put that first because it's a need. It pays bills. It puts food on the table. It's all this stuff, right? It's a need. And it's very easy to be selfish with that versus, okay, what does my client want? My client doesn't want to be pushed in making a decision. I have a lead and a prospect. They don't just want to be pushed and go through this whole sales process and rigmarole and all these things because I'm money hungry. And people can smell when you're money hungry, by the way, and people can smell when you're not. It comes off you hardcore, by the way, just so you know, point in negotiations. And so when you're going through all this, it is hard to stop and go, all right, I'm going to be selfless. What do they really want? Well, I want to pay my bills. Cool, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter to them that I want to pay my bills. What really matters to them? What matters to them? Wow, they want their company to succeed. Wow, they want a trustworthy partner. Wow, they want somebody who can keep their promises. They want somebody who listens, whatever it is. You go down the list, and then you have to put those things first and be selfless. You come second now, right? And here's the thing is, if you put others first, whatever you sow, you're going to reap. It's going to come back to you. But it's hard when you are in places and in points in time in the business to where it's like, oh my gosh, my life is falling apart. And I'm not saying that you don't need to be upfront or direct with people. Like, charge people what you're worth. Don't do that. What I'm talking about is this heart position of putting your needs and putting them onto other people to get other people to fulfill your needs. Versus they're hiring you to solve a problem or solution, or they're going to buy your product for one of those reasons. And I think it's so important to see that, like, selfishness is what inhibits us from really serving people and creating a good customer experience. So if you're lacking good customer experience in certain areas, it's because there's selfishness. You're focused on what you want to focus on, be it product, money, process, team, whatever it is, and not really thinking about them. Anyways, guys, I'm out of time, so I'll catch you later. Peace.